Every woman wants a good man. And what's more appealing than a brother who thinks in freedom and dreams in kingdom? About that red, black, and green. I mean, read books about blacks living in greens and he feels like he can alter things. A realistic optimistic with tangible goals. A hero because he rose about the gardens of Argyle, got sick of the wells, decided to reign, collided with change and he changed. From a D-boy to hella man, a Mandela man, and what's more appealing than a revolutionary in a fitted cap? Him roster under the hat, under the act, no Oscar, a mandingo who thinks quick but speaks slow, with a swag that reeks go and he's ready. A renegade with a steady blade, cut from a cloth that was fashioned in a fabric that was patterned after Panther's passion. And all these ratchets, swear to God they can have them. Oh, you think you can handle the chairman Fred Hampton Sr.? Oh, you AKUA too. Read her story. You thinking you can do it too. Think you got what it takes to be the queen of a Mumia Abu Jamal. All in all, yeah, you a down system. But if your mister was a political prisoner, how long would you stay down, sister? Because average Joes get average Joes and he's been chose. So no, I'm not talking about running behind a street soldier hugging blocks. I'm talking about jogging with a juggernaut. Only thing is you a thug or not? Because the only clause with the cause that the cause comes with no office or hours. And the building keeps moving when building a movement. Could you get in tune with the changes? Could you handle the fire of a freedom fighter? Imagine what you gotta be if your king's a messiah. Could you keep him inspired when he's tired? Would you make home a heaven or a hell? Or hell would you believe him? Or hell him as a heathen if his honor was honestly to the people first? Whether leading the church or seeming a hurt. Could you follow this man knowing his steps could lead to the dirt? Could you see him in a hearse? What if he told you he was leaving in March? To lead in a march. Because of a seed in his heart, away from his seed in his heart. Could you see in his heart? Have belief in a mark towards a high calling, or do I hear crickets chirping? Would you desert him if his purpose took precedence over any relationships at present tense? Would you present tense? I'm saying, could you overstand a plan bigger than him being your man? Could you invest in his interests? Could you share his heart with a mistress? Minus the tits and hips, but just as tempting as any other temptress, and she's carrying his baby. With no prior intercourse, just in the course of creating change, they created change that bore her name, Revolution. And she sure know how to choose them, noose them when she seduce them, refuse to lose them. Would you miss them for the mission? Would you miss missionary? Could you marry the vision of a visionary? Would you be down or be scary on the battlefield? Could you battle hills for mountains? Could you keep your fountain faithful and sacred when you mount them? Could you handle the outcome of a Malcolm? I'm saying. What if his job was working for God and had no tangible pensions? Would you be throwing tantrums and bitching, or would you try to convince him to hold for a system of diamonds and riches? I'm saying. Or would you try to assist him? Would you spaz or shabazz? Get on your Betty thing, Coretta King. Could you put it all on your wedding ring? What if you caught this man flirting with freedom? Would you let it ring? See, we hail these dudes for big dudes with big shoes, but we forget who watches the feet. No, we hail these dudes for big dudes with big shoes, but we forget who washes the feet. Before the victory the rest of the world receives, who watched him mobilize with mobilize? Gave up everything in their normal lives for everything but normal lives, and to no surprise, yes, this man is great. But I think sometimes we underestimate what kind of woman it takes. No, for real, we underestimate what it takes, the loss. And loving a brother, creating a legacy could cost. Because while he's out there fighting for just us, it's not just y'all. It's a just cause. And just cause, the system want to lynch him. Even the niggas in the street want to clap at him like talented strippers. And long after this world puts them in the ground in the grave, guess what? Them seeds still got to be raised. So I'm asking, how strong is your garden? Could you be the wife of a God with a Garvey heart, with a Huey spark, marked for death, only trying to leave his mark in his life? Do you really think you got what it takes to be a revolutionary's wife? That's just something to think about.